Welcome to our Dune Imperium showcase. We are fortunate that we have Nato, who will be teaching us how to play this game live. We have never played a full game of this, so we'll be learning along with you. I've got Cax, I got Nato. This is Legendary Tactics. Welcome, Cax.
Yes.
Nato.
Yeah. Super excited.
Good to have you both here. I'm more happy to have you here because you have gone through the rulebook,
yes,
and you're going to teach us what we need to know to get going.
Yes.
We sometimes like to do videos where we put the board on the table, put the pieces out, and just play through on a need-to-know basis. As you need the information, you teach it. So first, could you start us with a quick overview of the concept?
There's better sort of how to play videos of this game out there, so I don't want to try and compete with those, but just to kind of give an example of play, and maybe that's a way that
it's just a different way of learning a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? We're going to learn as we play, as opposed to learning all the rules first and playing.
So this is not going to be an exhaustive rules overview, but just to again give you an idea of the gameplay if you haven't seen it
flavor,
before.
what it's like.
That's right.
Yeah, and to give you a rough idea.
What kind of a game it is.
So there, in this game, there are various currencies that you'll need to know. We have spice, which, if you're familiar with the Dune universe, is the most valuable substance in the galaxy. We have solari, which is the money, essentially. And we have water, which is very valuable on a desert planet like Dune. And this is a worker placement game with kind of a Dominion-type deck
feel
builder,
to it. Yes.
you know, in that sense. And so, each of these spaces, you're going to be placing a worker, and it's going to give you a bonus. Sometimes they have costs involved. And so some of the spaces are going to give you either extra cards from your deck, sometimes water, sometimes spice, sometimes armies, which are these cubes here, and or intrigue cards, which are kind of little bonus cards that you can get. And the game actually flows. It's pretty straightforward. You reveal a conflict card, which basically gives you a goal to, little bonuses to go for that round.
So it might be like there's a battle in Carthage, and whoever wins that battle
gets control of it and
Carthage.
gets some victory points and so forth.
Now, this looks like a really neat mechanic because we've got our troops garrisoned here.
Yes.
They're ready to go, and some of these spaces are going to allow us to not only place a new warrior, but also move some warriors in.
Yes.
Into conflict.
Others will just allow us to build up our garrison.
Yes.
So there's this fight for control of these bonuses.
Yes.
That's very cool. I like that.
And then over here you have these alliance tracks, and this is a track where you're trying to build up your influence with these different factions so that you can score victory points, and also when you get you pass this line, you get the alliance token, which allows you to
big bonuses.
Yeah, get some bonuses. Some cards have a little bit more punch with them. And so that's a great kind of thing to aim for. And there's 4 different factions to kind of, aim at. So you can likely customize your deck a fair bit as you're going through.
It, right?
If you want, if you know you're going to focus on this faction, the Bene Gesserit, for example, then you can work towards that with the customizing and crafting your deck and making it really powerful that way.
Now, really importantly for this is trying to figure out what faction is he with this steampunk if you figured out what he's going for here, please let us know, because I still haven't figured it out.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
And I should say as well, in order to play into these different zones, you'll see this symbol at the top, and that in your cards you're going to have options.
3 main symbols.
Yeah.
There's the triangles, the blue circles, and the green.
The pentagons.
Yes. And so this one is a blue circle, so that means we can play into one of these as long as we pay any cost involved and so forth. And so you play your agents, and then whatever cards you have left over, some of the cards that you have will have a bonus that you can get as you are. Oh, I don't have that. Okay, so this one here, for example, gives you 1 solari, one buck when you play it. This down there is for when you finish your turn and you do a reveal. Then you can place your cards that are left
remaining
over
in your hand. Yep.
and that gives you influence, which allows you to buy new cards from the available.
And you can do that at
ones.
any point in the turn.
Yeah, you can pass and basically finish your turn at that point.
Okay.
And
So if you've played Dominion before, this feels like that to me, where you get these points to score to upgrade your deck.
Yeah.
yes,
And
yes.
we probably
Or-
want to be trashing some cards in order to make our deck more
Pare the deck down.
streamlined. Pare
Yes,
it down.
yes, yes.
Okay. That makes
also,
sense.
Space. Sorry, not Space Empires. Star Realms.
Star Realms, yeah.
It has that kind
Similar
of vibe
feel.
a little bit as well. So,
So how do we start, Nato?
So I will be the first player. So basically, the first thing that we
a
do,
good
we
idea.
turn over the conflict for the round. Okay, and again, the conflict is something players want to focus on, and the way that they do that is by sending soldiers into the conflict area or playing cards to get combat strength. The person that is first place in the combat. With the highest combat strength will get a victory point. That's what that means.
Okay.
Second place gets an intrigue card and $2, $2 Solari. And we're playing a 3-player game, so we don't use the bottom one. But if you're playing a 4-player game, then the third place
Would count.
player would get that.
Okay.
Oh, wow,
So this
okay.
is what's at stake this round.
Sure.
Interesting, because victory points are super valuable. You need 10
You only
to
need
win.
10 to win.
So that early on, you generally don't want to be fighting for victory points. But when they're this valuable,
yeah.
Maybe you do.
anytime you can get a victory point might
Maybe
be a
you
good time.
take it.
Yes.
But meanwhile, I'm thinking maybe the money and the intrigue might be a little
Yeah.
better.
So
And
you
these are short-term bonuses that you get.
Yes, yeah, they're just little extras that you can
Buffs,
utilize.
okay.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Okay. Now, just in terms of our characters, you're playing
Yes.
as Paul Atreides, and
Yep.
what's your
So-
each faction has some benefits at the bottom here that
Yep.
give us a slight nuance in how we play.
Yeah.
So what's yours?
So mine is I can look at the top card of my deck at any time. So
and how
I
would
have-
that benefit you? Why?
just to know what's coming. So if I'm have the opportunity to say pick up cards, I can see what I'm going to get.
At least one.
And if I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a useful one, then I can.
Oh, so Paul Atreides has the power
Yes.
to see the
Yes,
future.
and he does.
Nice.
And so, there's a card in here called the Signet Ring, which gives me a fresh
An
card
extra
from
draw
my
from your
fresh
deck.
draw from the deck.
How about
That's
you,
my
Flash? What's
Okay,
yours?
good. I'm Count Ilben, and he is a ruthless negotiator. So whenever I pay Solari,
Yeah.
is that, for the cost of a board space, which is generally these green ones where you can see the points
Yes.
there, then I'm going to get an extra card into my hand to
Yes.
play. And also when I play the Signet Ring, I will
get
get
a
one
Solari.
Solari.
You got it. Yep.
So he's making some money.
Yes, it's not. He's richesse for a reason.
Oh, Richesse. Oh, very good.
All right, and I am the
Okay.
beast, Glossu the beast.
Beast, you
Rabbit.
are a beast.
Yeah.
So I
You
get
can just
I know,
look at 'em and you know.
Speaking of beast, I get to start off with some
Oh,
money
you get some
and spice
spice.
right off the hop.
That is sweet.
And also, so when the Signet Ring comes into play for me, I get 1 or 2 military.
Solari. Oh, military. Oh,
military
wow.
cubes. If I so I get 2 if I have a faction alliance.
Is
Okay.
Dave Bautista crying?
I actually put that.
It looks like he's tearful.
I put that right there on purpose. I know. He's sad because it's
Yeah.
not his. He's not.
So
starting.
you're going to want
Wow.
to build up these and get an alliance with
That's
somebody.
right. That's right. You get those
good.
2 extra.
Okay.
bonus. So anyway, that's
So, and just to set the expectation with this video, we're not going to play a full game today, but what we want to do, because we want to get more familiar with the game before we demonstrate
Dive
the
in.
gameplay,
That's a great
I think.
idea, yeah.
But just to play a couple turns and just to give you a good idea of what
Get you
to
started.
expect
Yeah.
and see how the game flows. So,
Yeah.
so anyway, so we've started already. We flipped the combat card. We each draw 5 cards up from our deck. Okay. And I guess I'm first player, and that's what the sandworm token is all about.
Okay.
And so when I'm looking at my cards here, now these convincing arguments cards, they don't have a token, so they don't actually allow me to play one of my agents.
Right.
But they give me 2 influence to buy up cards at the end of the turn. So I'm not going to be able to get much from them. I can play into the yellows, which can give me some spice potentially, get some of that going.
Now, when we're looking at this tableau here, these are cards that are going to be cycling through these 5, and these are always available
Those are
cards.
always available.
And I mean, this is huge. 9
it costs 9 influence,
but you get a spice,
You get a spice and
and you get a victory,
victory
point.
point when you
Right.
buy it, but it gives you a spice every time that comes up in your hand. So that
That's
could be
right.
very valuable. It's like a residual income. The middle one there, this guy here, the Arrakis liaison, is kind of essentially it's an influence. You can boost your ability to purchase, and then the warp, the fold space here is a boost. It's kind of a wild card, really. It allows you to you have to discard it and it leaves. Remove it from the game after playing, but it gives you kind of a wild card that you can use to boost whatever you need at that time. So, and you can get that by playing into the alliance here. So looking at my cards, I don't actually have a very varied hand here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I don't have any money. So the only option for me is to play into this space.
Hall of Oratory.
Get an army.
And that's only a garrisoned army.
And that's only garrisoned. It won't get into play. So
weak.
Yeah,
that's a horrible opening play. I'm glad I wasn't forced into that.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do that one though.
Oh, he is gonna do it.
I'm gonna do that one.
Terrible.
I was thinking about it only to block you from getting there.
Oh yes.
But yeah.
All right, so that is mine. And this worker placement game is kind of interesting because you only have 2 workers to place, with the potential to gain a third if you play into this space. It costs you 8 Solari to get that extra worker. You get it for the rest of the game, but
so now you'll get an extra guy in here.
Yeah, so I get an extra guy in my garrison.
When we go to buy this, you will have that guy will.
I will get an extra influence to spend on cards.
Okay, so I'm going to drop down the signet ring right off the hop here.
Boy.
And I got a little...
Too bad you don't have an alliance, otherwise you would
I still get one, though. I still get one. Or 2 if I have an alliance.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I am going to drop into Carthage here, and I'm going to get... I get 1 army for that, plus my signet ring bonus, so I get 2.
Yeah.
And I do get to place them right away.
And it's a combat space, so if you want to move them into combat...
We're going to move...
and you can move up to 2 from your garrison there, so...
2?
Yeah, up to 2. Yeah.
So 2 can go in there?
Plus the ones that you bought.
Oh, so 2 more can go in.
Yeah,
So
now that's a huge commitment.
We're going to put 4 in there.
Oh,
He is
yeah, I
sending
think
them
he's
in
going
early.
up to the victory point there. And you get an intrigue card
And I
as
get
well.
an intrigue card. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. And what happens with this card? Do I just hold on to it?
You can,
till
if
play?
it's a plot, so there's 3 types. There's a plot card, which you can play anytime during your turn. There's the combat ones, which are obviously used for combat. They're actually used right at the end, like once everyone's passed, basically.
Yeah.
And then there's other cards which give you victory points at the end of the turn.
Okay, just before we... actually, no, it's too late. I guess I was going to pull one back, but I'll leave it 4. That's good.
Okay.
I'll play quickly then. All right, so I'm going to get this triangle out here. And we'll just go for the easy spice that doesn't cost anything. So I just
1
get a spice, right?
and you can play your military. You have the X.
And I can play...
It's a combat, so you can move up to 2 from your garrison.
Oh, interesting.
If you want. So.
Well, I might as well play for second place here.
Yeah, well, it's
See what
not
you're
bad.
up to if your hand isn't any good.
I've got to manage this here, so... I've only got the dagger or the Dune one, so... You know what, I'm going to just play... I don't know if it's...
costly.
Yeah,
spend all your
costly, but I don't have any money to spend otherwise, so I'm just going to have to play here. It's going to cost me my water, but I do get 2 spice out of it, so that's some investing in my future.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I'm going to play Seek Alliances.
Okay. Now that's one that you can play one, and then it leaves the game.
Right.
Right.
Ooh.
So
yeah. So it's going to be
you place
discarded.
your agent in one of the alliance boxes. Now some of them have a cost, some of them are free. So and they give you an appropriate bonus.
Go with secrets in this case, and so we'll move green ahead 1 square, and I do get one intrigue card, I believe.
Yes.
Or is it pick 3? You pick 1. What's the?
That's the secret space. Let me just check real quick. So. Gain 1 influence, and then draw an intrigue card. Each opponent that has 4 or more intrigue cards must give you 1 of them.
Oh! Okay, so that just gets 1. Okay.
So that only at this stage it doesn't do very much.
All right, so I'm going to play my diplomacy card as well.
Ooh, interesting.
And so I can activate one of these factions. I'm going to steal the wealth faction.
Ooh, get a couple of
Solaris. I have a feeling that I'm going to need some cash down the line, and there's no other bonuses there other than I move forward by 1.
Yes.
Correct. Which is the faction that he needs to influence for his leader?
Any faction.
Okay.
An alliance.
That's trouble.
So that's trouble. Okay.
Yes, it is.
So is it my go then? So I don't have any agents left, so I'm going to do a reveal.
Oh. Okay.
And so I have 1 military.
Oh,
Dun,
boy.
dun, dun. That gives me 1 military strength. and I've got 4 plus 1. I've got 5 that I can spend on these cards.
Wow, okay, so that's your...
So I'm going to take a quick glance here.
Boon.
Now they go into the discard pile,
I kind of
right?
like this one because this one gives the ability to trash a card.
Yeah.
And it also gives me 1 influence and a Fremen bond.
Oh, so you'll get
Get 3 military. Well, if with a
points here
the Fremen bond there. So that one strikes me as good. And then
And we have to actually reveal one more, I believe, right?
oh yes, and
So
I
one
can
pops
see that.
down
Oh,
here.
that's too expensive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
Just the
Liaison
Arrakis
card.
liaison, which just gives me some influence to spend, gives me a bit of boost on that
play.
side of it. So
Well played.
All right.
and those go onto my discard when you buy the fresh cards.
So I am going to have to do
As
the
does
reveal
everything
as well here. So the reveal for me is we've got 2 more military.
Okay.
so
Talk about locking down.
yes, your military's at 2.
And
You're green?
Green,
I
yeah.
am green. Yeah.
So 2
Plus the
plus
8.
8.
Oh, okay.
Now these do not
They
return
it's,
to your garrison. They
No,
get
they're gone.
spent.
They're gone. And I spend $2 to, and I'm going to pick up the guild administrator here.
Okay. That goes onto your discard
Discard pile.
As does the rest of
The
your
rest of
cards.
the cards. So I'm done.
Wow. Okay. I will
and
also
refresh.
do a reveal. Scoring 2 of those plus 4 more.
I think you got second.
I think second is pretty clear.
Yeah.
And I get 2.
Only 2 to spend.
Only 2 to
These
spend.
soldiers go back
So
into your pool.
I think we're just gonna. Oh, wait a second. What does this guy do? Spice smugglers. So
okay, so
if
you
I
can
spent,
spend 2 spice.
then I would influence
You get
these
a
fellas.
bump in there for
Yes.
$3 and
And get
$3.
three-
and $3.
$3.
And on a regular turn, I would get 1 of these and 1 of
And,
those.
yeah,
You get
one
$1 to
influence and
spend
1 combat.
And combat. Oh,
You
that's
know
not
what?
bad,
I'm gonna
actually.
take
That's
it
pretty
just
good.
because
Pretty
it's got some more bonuses than this, and it's
Yeah.
I mean it's at least gonna help me buy other cards mildly with other powers involved.
Okay.
All right.
So now we are
End of round.
well, we're at the so we've all passed.
We're
so
into the turn, yeah.
Now, if there's any intrigue cards that you have that would add to combat, you're the only one with
Yes.
intrigue
No.
cards. You
Play them in
probably
some way.
don't need to
Don't
spend
need
them.
to. I can wait.
And so then we resolve combat. So you are first place, Cax. So you get a victory
Oh,
point.
he's already
Excellent.
winning.
There it is.
Already winning.
We can end video now.
You get, and Flash, you
Well
get
played.
an intrigue card and
Yes.
2 Solaris.
Oh, I am
you are
rich.
rolling in
You're
it.
flush.
I am
Look at that.
ruthless.
Okay, and I because we're playing a 3-player game, I don't get it.
You are shut out.
I'm shut
But NATO looking real strong for next round.
yes. Hopefully.
Now, all the places we didn't play
yeah, they get
gain the spice.
Yep.
Which is just, it looks like the 1 here only.
just the one. Yeah. So now anyone playing into this space gets 4 spice. So that's a good thing. So we'll check for the end game. Has anyone won?
No.
Okay.
Well, Cax,
Yeah.
if
I'm
we're
getting
ending at
close.
the end of this turn,
And,
it's
and if we'd paid here, you can get an extra worker with this guy. That's what. But we would
your
return
engine,
that worker. And now pull back your agents,
Okay.
okay.
and the first player marker gets passed.
That's to me,
And
and,
that's-
draw 5 cards.
And that's a round. Yeah. So
That's a round.
we'll play. We'll maybe zip through one more quick round here just
Sure,
to
just to
illustrate.
reinforce.
Yeah.
Now we could actually earn another worker. How
Yeah.
do we do that?
So you do that by playing a green Pentagon card with 8 Solaris, and you
Swordmaster.
can buy your 3rd worker, which,
Okay.
again, that is valuable. There's also this one here where you can, you pay 5 Solaris, sorry, I'm saying Solaris, Solari, and the green card, and you place a marker there, and then that gives you 2 influence every turn during your reveal phase for the rest of the game.
Oh,
so that
okay.
gives you a nice extra boost. Suddenly makes this a little bit more affordable, and a few of the other cards more affordable.
Yeah.
So we should have 5 cards face up there.
Yeah, let's do
Cass,
that.
if we could make
Oh,
sure.
okay, yep. So I'm going to start with diplomacy here. I just played
Okay.
diplomacy down, and I'm going to
Oh.
play into secrets again.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Bumping me up to get
really
another
rushing it.
VP.
Oh,
Another intrigue,
locking
so
it
another
down.
victory
Yeah,
point.
yep, and
And an intrigue card.
And an intrigue card, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is my turn.
Okay.
Okay. So I can play a signet ring,
Yeah.
and then I get a Solari. Mm-hmm. And
Oh, sorry, we forgot to update the combat cards.
Oh,
So
yes.
This gets updated, so just take
Oh,
a
yes, of
quick
course,
look
that could
here,
make
because
a
this could
difference.
make a difference.
Yeah.
So first place gets an increase in influence. So choose any one of the 4 factions,
And you get
boost
bumped up.
an
Oh!
influence and 2 intrigue cards. Second place is a spice and an intrigue card. So that's
That is actually...
I'm going to play for the... Oh, actually... Yeah, I'll play for the future here. Mm-hmm. So we'll get an army.
Yeah.
I'm going to
And you're
slide
going to
him out.
go all in.
And I get a water. So I'll potentially be able to afford something a little better down the line.
You got 2 water too. That's not bad.
So that's my turn.
All right. I'm going to... I think I'm going to start working hard to get some...
Working 9 to 5?
Yeah, working 9 to 5. So I'm going to... I'm going to become friends of the Fremen here. I'm going to go here. And this gives me a water. And I get to boost my influence with them. And it's a combat space, so I'm going to actually move 2 guys in from my garrison.
So I'm going to play Infiltrate. Drop that down. Enemy agents don't block your next agent at board spaces this turn.
So you can just go where you like.
I could go where I like it. I'm going to go right where Flash played and do the exact same thing as Flash. I'm going to bring a man in.
You're looking forward to the same...
I'm going to bring a man in.
Nice.
Creating a cluster.
Yes.
You know what? And I will get a water drop as well,
Yes,
please.
I do know what. Yes, I love fudge.
Oh, fudge is good. And now my man is really crying. 2 tears here. 2 tears of joy. The beast is sad.
All right. Let's see if I'm getting the sense of this game. So I'm going to play into this blue one.
Yeah.
That cost me 2 of
water.
these teardrops.
Yeah.
Which gives me 3 new cards.
3 cards from your deck.
So I have to
You
shuffle this.
yeah.
So I could potentially get some
Military?
really
Yeah,
good
this
cards.
could be good. That's not a bad move. I mean, it costs you some water, but...
2, 3. It's because there was another play I wanted to do, but I didn't have the card for it. So I'm trying to mill to get that card, and did I get it? Yes, I did.
But can you play it because you don't have
This is
any
the one I
agents?
Yeah, you have no more agents.
Oh, shoot! Darn it!
Unless... Oh, no, because you can't...
You need an agent there.
I would need $8 to get that agent, right?
But you need an agent to put there to get him.
You need
right.
an agent to get there,
That's
yeah.
right.
So,
So
yeah.
I'll have to...
Miscalculation.
Yes,
it happens in your first
unfortunately.
in the first game. That's not...
That's okay.
not
There might be
uncommon.
something else going on here.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
So my go, I believe, next, right? So I'm going to play Diplomacy, which allows me to boost my alliance with the Fremen. I get a victory point. Okay. And, and I forgot to place my agent, and I have a water to spend there. So I get 2 army, which is going to go into the military space right here. Actually, I think I think I just need to place 1. I think I can just, as far as I know, unless I'm missing something. Because you don't, maybe, you know what, I'm going to put both in just to be sure to get the victory.
Lock it down.
Yeah, hopefully. All right,
Okay.
so that's my...
Cash now.
I am going to reveal. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to reveal for 4 here.
You got 4 influence to
4
spend.
Influence, and I'm just going to pick up the Gunthropter here.
Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I will be having
That's powerful.
What does that do?
3 military.
Yeah, at the
and
reveal
I can
stage.
deploy a troop from my garrison to the conflict.
During the reveal phase.
Oh, so you can sneak one in?
You can sneak one in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez,
that's
that gives you
neat
some power.
Yeah,
Well played.
It's not bad. Set me up.
Okay, I assume you are revealing.
No, we're. I guess
you have to reveal.
I can't rush the track. I have to put an agent to rush.
You need to place an agent.
Darn it.
You need a worker. It's a worker placement game.
All right. Well, we got one of these.
Okay, and you. Oh, sorry. Cax,
I was stuck on 4.
You had 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you were green, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 4.
Mighty powerful.
These guys go in your trash. Okay. So you have 1 plus your 4 for
Oh,
this.
you nipped ahead!
Just nipped ahead.
Yeah.
And you have
6.
6 to spend.
Oh, jeez. Oh, let's see what this big.
That's a nice one.
Deploy up to 3 troops from your garrison to the conflict.
To the conflict.
Oh boy!
And $1.
That's
and
sneaking
$1
in.
for spending.
That is a powerful. You know what? Actually, this power play I thought was wasted.
But no.
But in fact, that will
allowed you to buy that.
Now
card.
I have 1 more to spend, correct?
Yeah.
But there's nothing you can really buy
I think you
for
can
1.
get the fold space, maybe NATO.
Oh, so you can start trashing cards?
It's a wild card.
No,
play anywhere.
that one you have to get from going.
Oh,
there.
you can't. No, so
Right.
your
So
1 is wasted.
The 1 is wasted. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, that happens. Okay, so I have no military, but I have these guys giving me 8, so I will win that one. I'm going to
nice.
spend the 3. I'm just going to get the Chris knife here.
What does that do?
Gives you 1 Solari when you play it, or if you hold on to it, it will give you military and the Fremen bond.
If you have the Fremen bond, you get an extra bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I think I'm going for the Fremen, the good alliance with the Fremen.
Oh, you're really pushing it hard. Yeah.
I am. Yeah. So
okay.
So
end
now,
of turn.
So that's the end of his turn. So let's resolve this conflict.
Yeah. So any combat intrigue cards.
NATO blasted ahead.
No one else has them. Okay.
Nothing.
So we grant the awards. So I'm going to take an influence with the Fremen there, and I get 2 intrigue cards. That's my first place.
And I'll get an intrigue and a spice.
And a spice. And
Cax, what do you get?
I get shut out. But I did win last round. I get to revel in last round's win.
You get to yes, you do. All right.
Yeah, you are in first place. So.
Yeah. And now we place 1 spice marker. So that's very much like kind of the Puerto Rico mechanic, where now that becomes very valuable.
Yes, if you have a couple of water.
And if you take this action, you can trade that in for 12 Solari.
That's right.
So that's pretty, you can do a lot with that.
There's some good parlaying, because then the next round you go ahead and flip the 12 into a man, right?
Then you can get an extra worker.
For sure.
And then obviously it starts a bit of an arms race, because if I have 3 workers and you only have 2,
that's a big problem.
That's going to compound.
Yes.
Right? That could be a big issue. So you gotta keep up with everyone else.
Well, hopefully that gives you a good sense of how to get started with this game. If it's been helpful, let us know in the comments. We appreciate you liking, subscribing, commenting, and join the channel if you enjoy this content and would like some behind-the-scenes content. So, Nate, thank you for teaching us
Hopefully
the game.
I got all the rules right. I'm sure people will note in the comments, and I'm fine with it, honestly.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yes, we do.
I'm pretty sure I got it right, but you never know sometimes.
Never know. So, you remember to get out there.
Get gaming.
And be legendary.